Nick is a famous magician. One day, a reporter comes to interview him. The reporter shakes hands with Nick, but Nick sees through the reporter's trick at once. The reporter had to return the ring to Nick. It turns out the reporter also knows some minor magic. He wants to perform another magic trick. Nick agrees. The reporter performs mind reading this time. He asks Nick to write down a string of numbers. Then he tears the paper off and hides it. He asks Nick to hold a banana. Then he takes out a knife. He cuts the banana to prove the knife is real. However, Nick's eyes seem to have seen through everything. The reporter picks up the knife again. He made a cut in his hand. He smears the blood on the paper. Amazingly, several numbers appeared. They are exactly the same as the numbers Nick wrote down. The reporter is feeling complacent, but Nick exposes him directly. Nick says, "Your pen is equipped with a tracking chip. It can transmit the trajectory of hand movements to the phone via an app, so Paul can write the same numbers as Nick." The knife is also fake. Paul secretly swaps it with a prop knife when Nick is not paying attention. The real knife is hidden in Paul's inner pocket. The reporter is disappointed, but Nick still encourages him to keep trying. Then Nick leaves. He runs to the combination safe and tries to open it, but he tries several times and all are wrong. At this moment, Nick suddenly appears behind him. Paul has to tell the secret now. It turns out he suspects Nick killed his grandfather because of his grandfather's levitation magic back then was exactly the same as Nick's, and his grandfather left a secret book before his death. It must have been stolen by Nick. Nick says disdainfully, "Show me the evidence." Paul says he will bring the police tomorrow. After saying that, he leaves. Then Nick gets up and turns off the surveillance. He opens the combination safe, takes out the magic secret book, and burns the book. But he didn't know that this had fallen right into the reporter's trap. The next day, the police indeed come, but they are not here to search the house. They tell him that his wife was killed last night. Nick looks shocked. The police immediately start searching and ask him to open the combination safe. But when he opened the box, what was inside stunned him. Nick is taken away by the police because there is a bloodstained knife in the safe. This is evidence of the murder, and this knife is exactly the one in Paul's pocket. So it turned out that this was the reporter's ultimate magic trick. It turned out that the ring Paul returned to Nick was equipped with a tracking chip. The magic started from that moment. The password Nick entered was clearly seen by Paul. He sneaked into Nick's house while he was asleep and killed his wife. Then he put the knife into the safe. Coincidentally, the knife happened to have Nick's fingerprints on it. In the end, Nick got his just desserts.